supplementary question, and that is just on what the CS has been able to tell us about the policy paper, which I'm hoping will be fast-tracked, because we've already had situations of losing athletes and we don't know the succession or the life insurance plans for them, and I hope that is included. But to the matter relating to the medical cover for the Football Federation, I'm really curious to know if at all the ministry does take a check on the status of compliance of these particular football teams. And the reason why I ask that, and I know the CS must be aware, that we do have instances of even legendary footballers who have had injuries in their line of duty, who are currently actually being donated for money by citizens for them to be able to be taken care of. So my concern is the continuity plan of that, and also the status. Are you able to have a status report on the compliance of these particular clubs to the federation regulations? Thank you.
Minister, no joyriders here. We've come to an end.
The scenario affecting our sportsmen and women has previously been really bad. We have to admit. Previously, we have never had a framework, even the rewards framework. Until this administration put in place a new rewards framework. Today, you know, you break a world record, you know we are giving you 5 million shillings. You win a gold medal, you know you are earning yourself 3 million shillings. Now there is certainty. You know what you are competing for, you know what is available to you. We are now naming our facilities using the names of our sporting greats. We are inducting our sporting greats in a hall of fame. We have come a long way to provide a framework to send a strong message that Kenyan sportsmen and women are a special breed of our population. They brand this country in a manner that you cannot even quantify financially. That 2-3 minutes someone takes to win an 800-meter Olympics gold medal, that moment when the Kenyan flag is rising in a foreign arena, that moment when all the world is focused on this country, is invaluable in monetary terms. This country has not treated our sportsmen and women well previously. This administration is changing that and changing it in a deliberate, intentional, and structured fashion. And one of those things is being reflected in the attention we are paying even to issues like pension, what happens to you when you retire, issues like housing, now issues like healthcare. As we discuss the new framework for health insurance, we are initiating discussion with the Ministry of Health to have a special product for our sportsmen and women. We don't even have capabilities in all our health facilities to provide specialized attention to some of these life-changing injuries. The tools of trade for our sportsmen and women are their body parts, their feet, their arms. And you get an injury to that body, we are basically putting you out of life, because that is their life. And I can assure this House that through the policy framework we are developing, we'll even fix that enforcement that Honorable Mayaka is mentioning, making sure that those who take responsibility, including federations and other sporting organizations, meet those responsibilities. We enforce those obligations. And I'll go back to that framework, because we believe what we've done well, we've done pretty well, but now having a good, solid framework will be able to solidify the interventions we are already making. I submit, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Minister. Minister, as you leave, I want to encourage you. You've just said what I was about to say, that it is not often that our national anthem is played in as many international capitals as it is done because of our athletes. I want to encourage you. When I was your foreign minister, I anchored the role of our athletes in our foreign policy. It's cross-cutting, it's in foreign affairs, but you can also engage the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to ensure that all our world beaters and our emerging athletes are provided with protocol services when they go out there. When our athlete breaks a world record, when our athlete wins a gold medal, every international media house draws interest to interview them. And some of them have either limited education or limited exposure. You should provide them with protocol services and media services that can be able to help them so that they can be able to market the country even more and even better. That's something that you should consider as a minister, and it will be a wonderful thing to do. We don't have any greater brand Kenya and marketing Kenya than our athletes. Yes.
I couldn't agree with, and my heart is dancing with joy to listen to the Honorable Speaker acknowledge something which has become a gospel for me, really to keep reminding ourselves and keep reminding the world that our sportsmen and women are the goose that lays the golden egg of brand Kenya. And nothing brands this country more or better than these great Kenyans. And indeed, I can confirm to you, Honorable Speaker, that process has already started. Today, we are talking about preparation of Kenya House in Paris for the Olympics in the summer. And we have already put together a multi-agency team from this Ministry of Sports, the Ministry of Tourism, the Ministry of Trade, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to see how to curate that space as a special Kenyan space, as a space where the world can come and interact with the very best of Kenya. And we have already lined up Ferdinando Manyalas of this world, the Faith Kipyegon, to make special appearances at Kenya House to interact with the world as part of that branding our country. And yes, protocol services are important. I want to thank our ambassadors who have already come on board through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, of course, and make special mention of someone like Ambassador Matwanga in Rome, who was on hand last weekend as Kenya swept and painted Rome, Kenya. Basically, you could have imagined that Rome was actually Kenya because the Rome Marathon was swept, both boys and girls, by Kenyans, and Ambassador Matwanga was on hand to stand by these great sportsmen and women. That is what we encourage our ambassadors to do and our heads of mission across the world. And I have also been telling our athletes, I can repeat it here, that when a foreign journalist thrusts a mic in your face and you're still panting from that race, speak the language you're most comfortable with. Watajipanga with an interpreter. And you can speak Swahili, you can speak Luya, you can speak Kalenjin, and ordinarily they'll sort themselves out with interpretation, because really you express yourself best in your language of first instruction. And so if you are comfortable with any of these languages, nothing stops you from doing it. But I agree, Honorable Speaker, that having protocol services and having a protocol officer to support you in these moments is indispensable, and we shall follow. We shall follow through, Honorable Speaker. I thank you.
You are released to go back to your other duties. Honorable members, allow me to acknowledge a visiting delegation from John Hopkins School of Advanced International Studies. The delegation is in the Speaker's Gallery. It's led by Professor Senisa Vukovic. He may stand to be acknowledged. There he is. The delegation is visiting Parliament courtesy of the Honorable George Peter Kaluma, the member for Homa Bay, and a member of the Speaker's panel is just about to take the chair. On my own behalf and that of the House, I welcome the delegation to the National Assembly of Kenya to observe the proceedings of the House this afternoon. Thank you. Next order.
Order number 12, Committee of the Whole House.
Honorable members, you may be upstanding. including those in the gallery. Very well, honorable members, you may take your seats. We want to get to the committee of the whole house. We want to make the law now. And this time we are dealing with the statute law miscellaneous amendments, number 2 bill, National Assembly Bill number 68 of 2023.
Provisions relating to the oaths and statutory declaration cap 15.
Order, honorable members. I hope the chairman and the leader is in the house because he's been playing a very significant role. Very well, the leader is now in the house. We can take that again.
Provisions relating to the oaths and statutory declarations cap 15.
I propose the question that provisions relating to the oaths and statutory declarations cap 15 be amended as proposed in the bill.
Sections 3 and 12.
I propose the question that sections 3 and 12 be amended as proposed in the bill. There being no amendments in this particular provision, I put the question that sections 3 and 12 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the oaths and statutory declarations cap 15 be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Advocates Act cap 16.
I propose the question that provision relating to the Advocates Act cap 16 be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 2 and section 81(1).
I propose the question that sections 2 and section 81(1) be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable members, there are no amendments to this, and therefore I put the question that sections 2 and sections 81(1) be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the Advocates Act cap 16 be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Notaries Public Act cap 17.
I propose the question that provisions relating to the Notaries Public Act cap 17 be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 41, 42, and 53.
I propose the question that sections 41, 42, 53 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable members, again, there are no amendments to this particular one, and therefore I put the question that sections 41, 42, and 53 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many of the opinions say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinions say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the Notaries Act cap 17 be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Civil Procedure Act cap 21.
I propose the question that provisions relating to the Civil Procedure Act, Cap 21, be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 81(1)(a).
I propose the question that Section 81(1)(a) be amended as proposed by the mover. Mover?
Yes. Thank you very much. The chairperson, I propose that Section 81(1)(a) of the bill of the Civil Procedure Act proposed be actually deleted. The justification is that the reduction of the numbers representing the Law Society of Kenya in the Rules Committee would negatively affect the interests of the legal practitioners, because this is theirs.
I propose the question that Sections 81(1)(a) be amended as proposed by the mover. Let's see if there's any interest in this. Civil procedure rules. There being no interest in that, I now put the question that Sections 81(1)(a) be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the Civil Procedure Act, Cap 21, as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to Public Holidays Act, Cap 110.
I propose the question that provision relating to the Public Holidays Act, Cap 110, be amended as proposed in the bill.
Schedule.
Mover. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I beg to move that the schedule be amended as provided for in the order paper. Honorable Speaker, just for the benefit of members, this was there was a provision to delete Utamaduni Day from a schedule of public holidays, and instead of deletion of that, and in recognition of the crusade to save our environment through climate change mitigation measures, it was the view of the committees that instead of doing away with a public holiday, we rename that particular day to Mazingira Day. Therefore, we are removing the expression Utamaduni Day and replacing thereof with the expression Mazingira Day, so that this public holiday now is themed around protection of our environment, climate change issues. And you remember this year, late last year, we had a day that was designated as a public holiday for tree planting. And therefore, this will now be such a day. Every year, Kenyans will have that opportunity to plant trees and create awareness around issues, mazingira, or environment. Thank you. I beg to move.
I propose the question that the schedule be amended as proposed by the mover. I can hear the voice of Honorable Undo.
Chair, the move is just being very extremely unfair. See, traditionally, that is Moi Day. And honestly, it changed from Moi Day. It was no holiday. It was reinstated. It went, I don't know which day. It went to Tamaduni Day. It's now changed to Mazingira Day. And I'm sure next year he will change it, probably to Kabete Day. Honorable Speaker, can't we just be magnanimous enough and not even attempt to erase history? Just go back to Moi Day. And Moi Day used to love, President Moi used to love environment. Maporomoko, trenches, gabions, tree planting, all those kind of things. And when we theme it Moi Mazingira Day, it look more neater and we'll never lose Moi in our minds. Can you agree we change to Moi Mazingira Day?
We have heard you, Honorable Sonkoli.
Yes, I am.
Mr. Chairman, I think the best thing, I agree myself that let it be called Mazingira Day. But the Honorable Odu has taken away my comment. I think it is more fitting than calling it Utamaduni because the late President Moi was good at preserving the environment. I know that we are still too close to the leadership of Moi to appreciate him. But I know that in future, the word Moi will be added back to Mazingira Day. But for now, we can tolerate it and say, let it be Mazingira Day. And then the great efforts of Moi in preserving the environment of this country will be remembered. But let's all know that it is actually Moi Day.
Very well, I think let's hear from Honorable Member. And that's the last comment, possibly. Proceed. Yes, you have the microphone now.
Thank you, Chair. I want to support this amendment. Honorable Chair, I remember when we were speaking about this amendment previously, of course, we were actually just doing away with the Utamaduni Day, and I noted, Honorable Chair, that it was a little bit confusing. We didn't even know what exactly it has to do with. And Honorable Chair, I'm glad that it is coming out as Mazingira Day. And just like I agree with Honorable Oundo, and I think I agreed with him on the same day again, Honorable Chair. Of course, Honorable Moi, Mzee Moi, the second president of the Republic of Kenya, did a lot of things that we remember him for. Where I come from, Honorable Chair, when you go to Moi Teaching and Referral Hospitals, like you're seeing Mzee Moi. When you go to the airport, Eldoret International Airport, it's actually Moi. It's like you're seeing Moi. When you go to the beautiful girls' schools and boys' schools, including and not limited to Kapsabet Boys, Honorable Chair, you're seeing Moi. So, Honorable Chair, of course, I would, were it not for the fact that Mazingira is really important, it is a day that we need to cultivate. We need to put it in our culture so that we can be able to practice issues and things to do with environmental conservation and planting of trees, of course, with the objectives of this government. I want to agree that we should call it Mazingira Day, but at the back of our minds, Chair, you can never ever delete what Moi did and what that day stood for so many years, even when we used to sing. So I support this, Honorable Chair.
I think I should put the question now. Honorable members, I now put the question that the schedule be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many as without opinion say aye? Will as many as with contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the very well. The Chair, Administration and Industrial Security, I don't know if he's in the House. He was sharing the same amendment with the Majority Leader, and if the one of Majority Leader takes precedence, then he's false. I now want to put the question that provisions relating to the Public Holidays Act, Cap 110, be amended, be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Trustees Perpetual Succession Act, Cap 164.
Very well. I propose the question that provisions relating to the Trustees Perpetual Succession Act, Cap 164, be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 2, 31, 32, 32A, 32B, 3J8, 51, 61, 62, 63, 81, 91, 92, 11, 13.1, 15, Section 16.1, Section 16.2, and Section 17.
I propose the question that sections 2, 31, 32, 32A, 32B, 3J, 8, 51, 61, 62, 63, 81, 91, 92, 11, 13, 1, 15, 16, 1, 16, 2, and 17 be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable members, there are no amendments on this one, and therefore I put the question that sections 2, 3.1, 3.2, 3.2a, 3.2b, 3j, 8, 5.1, 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 8.1, 9.1, 9.2, 11, 13.1, 15, 16.1, 16.2, and 17 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of that overcome opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Schedule.
I propose the question that the schedule be part of the bill. I now put the question that the schedule be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the Trustees Perpetual Succession Act, Cap 164, be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Industrial Training Act, Cap 237.
I propose the question that provisions relating to the Industrial Act, I will take that again. I propose the question that provisions relating to the Industrial Training Act, Cap 237, be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 5B3.
I propose the question that sections 5(3)b be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable members, there are no amendments on this one, and I therefore put the question that sections 5(b)(3) be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the Industrial Training Act, Cap 237, be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Traffic Act, Cap 403.
I propose the question. That provisions relating to the Traffic Act, Cap 403, be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 117.3.
I propose the question that sections 117.3 be amended as proposed in the bill. There are no amendments again, and therefore I put the question that sections 117.3 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 117.8.
I propose the question that sections 117.8. No, mover. There are amendments on this one. Mover. Section 117.8. Draft mover. There's an amendment on this one. Leader of majority.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I beg to move that the Traffic Act be amended. Sorry, Honorable Chair, just a minute.
That is 117.8.
Yes.
Yes.
The Traffic Act, Cap 403, be amended as provided for in the order paper. Honorable Speaker, if you listened during the second reading, this relates to the instant fines on traffic offenses, where in the bill there was a proposal to increase the penalty from 200 shillings to 200,000 shillings, and the committee felt that this
Order
was...
majority, just move section 117.8. Because we still will have 117.9 and then 117.10.
117.9 and 10.
117.8.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And as I said, Honorable Speaker, it is to delete the expression to a fine exceeding 200 shillings onto imprisonment of a term not exceeding 1 month, and therefore substitute with the expression on first conviction to a fine of an amount equivalent to 10 times the maximum statutory payment of the offense to which the notification relates, and an amount equivalent to 20 times of the penalty for a second or subsequent conviction. Honorable Speaker, that's what I was explaining. The bill provided for an increment of the penalties or fines from 200 shillings to 200,000 shillings, and therefore we are amending that to create a fine that will be 10 times what you should have been fined had you considered to the charge that you are being charged with and signed the notification pleading guilty to pay the fine. This relates to instant fines, Honorable Speaker. For instance, when I double park in the city and the policeman comes and puts a notification that I have violated this and that section of the Traffic Act, and I am liable to a fine maybe of 1,000 shillings, and all I need to do is to sign on that notification and send it through electronic means or whichever way to pay for the fine, and that matter ends there. Or appear in court to defend yourself. And should you fail to do that, then we are saying you will now be liable to pay 10 times what you should have paid in terms of fines. This is to act as a deterrent for people not to fail to pay fines, Honorable Speaker. And there is also, of course, the introduction of electronic modes of payment of such fines. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Very well. I now propose the question that sections 178.8 be amended as proposed by the mover. If there's any interest in this, and I think there should be no much interest because I heard during the second reading everybody was supporting it. I therefore now put the question that sections 117.8 be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of our own opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Now it means that the amendment by the Honorable Gasairo for Kitutu Masaba falls.
Section 117.9A.
Mover. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Section 117, I beg to move that Section 117.9A be amended as provided for in the order paper. Again, Honorable Speaker, this again relates to such fines for minor traffic offenses. And Honorable Speaker, it provided for again that this would be moved to from 500 shillings to 500,000 shillings. And we are now amending to provide for payment to at least 20 times for people who are not fast offenders. They will now be required to pay 20 times the maximum penalty payable for the offense of which it was provided for. But also the proviso that provided that where the notification relates to 2 or more offenses, the fine under this paragraph shall be based on the offense with the highest penalty under the notification. So for instance, if I, again, using the same example of double parking, I am charged with double parking and obstructing traffic, and maybe the penalty for obstructing traffic is 2,000 shillings and one for double parking is 1,000 shillings. I will be required, if I do not pay the fine of 2,000 and 1,000 shillings by signing the notification and returning to court or appear in court, then the police will track me, charge me, and I will be required to pay 20 times the higher of the 2 penalties, which will be 20 times of the 2,000. You'll be required to pay a sum of 40,000 shillings. Again, as a deterrent, so that we ensure that traffic even the minor traffic offenders, Honorable Speaker, and instill traffic discipline, Honorable Speaker. You've seen what happens in our cities and most of our roads. people overlapping and creating 4, 5, 6 lanes on a road that has 1 or 2 lanes, Honorable Speaker, and therefore creating a lot of inconveniences and costing many other Kenyans dearly, including ambulances getting stuck on roads, Honorable Speaker. We therefore must bring some sanity back into the traffic management of our country. I beg to move.
Very well, I propose the question that sections 117(9)(a) be amended as proposed by the mover. Yes, Honorable Ridikiri.
I think this is a very nice amendment, because what we are witnessing today in terms of accidents and traffic offenses almost everywhere, either by border, by private vehicles, even official vehicles, government vehicles. So I think as a matter of trying to control this and restoring behavior and sanity on our roads, I support this amendment. And actually I'm saying it is even a very lenient amendment. It should have been made more punitive, because I think it has reached a point where now we have to tell Kenyans to do certain things by force. So, Mr. Chairman, I support this amendment and argue that it needs to be brought in very quickly and implemented into law. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, let's hear from the honorable member. Make him have the microphone. They're trying to track you there, honorable member. Any microphone near there? Okay. Very well, thank you, Honorable Dikiri.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. May I stand to support this amendment? Actually, what is going to cure is congestion in our law courts. Because if a fine can be made at the inception where the where the offense has been committed, then there is no need to go to the court to congest there. And also, the first the speed of remuneration, whereby the money is paid immediately and the charge is like done on what I would call real time. And actually that's the way we should go. Let us be real time, because technology is with us here. Let's make use of the technology. Thank you.
Very well. Ruku, finally.
Thank you, Chairman. I rise to support this amendment and that there is need of total overhaul of all the traffic laws we have in the Republic of Kenya, so that we can have a proper traffic management laws, which also incorporate, Chairman, even the use of satellite to monitor the traffic or traffic management in the Republic of Kenya. That the Republic of Kenya must have a dedicated satellite for purposes of traffic management, such that once you have an offense, you are billed there and then, regardless of where you are, whether you are in Turkana, whether you are in Ramu, whether you are in Kikuyu, or even in Nairobi. So there is need for a serious overhaul of the traffic laws, so that we can have a proper traffic management laws, which will also go a long way in increasing the revenue of the government. Thank you, Chairman.
I had said it would be the last one, but the honorable member had wanted to speak on this. Let's hear Honorable Aika.
Asante mwenyekiti kwa kunipatia hii fursa niweze kuchangia kwa mambo ya mabadiliko haya ya sheria hizi za barabarani. Na kabla sijaunga mkono, tukizungumzia mambo ya barabarani, nataka kutoa pole zangu kwa waliohusika na ajali ya Kenyatta, ilikuwa kule Taita Taveta, mahali inaitwa Maungu, Voi. Nataka kutoa rambirambi zangu kwa familia wa wote waliopatwa na msiba huo. Nasema pole sana kama makaunti wa Taita Taveta. na niseme ni wakati sasa umefika tuweze kubadilisha hizi sheria za barabarani ili kuwe na ufasaha. Ajali zimekuwa mingi. Jumamosi pia nazika mtoto ambaye alipata ajali, mwanafunzi wa upande wa alipata ajali upande wa Kapsabet. Kwa hivyo misiba imekuwa nyingi, watu wanapoteza maisha kwa ajili ya ajali za barabarani, na nataka kuunga mkono mabadiliko hayo nikisema ni wakati sasa yaweze kufanywa kazi. Asante sana.
Very well. I now put the question that sections 117(9)(a) be amended as proposed by the movement. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 117(10).
I propose the question that section 117(10) be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable members, there's no amendment on this one, and I therefore put the question that section 117(10) be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the Traffic Act Cap 403 be amended, be part of the bill. As amended, I will take it again. I now put the question that provisions relating to Traffic Act Cap 403 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Sexual Offences Act number 3 of 2006, Cap 403.
I propose the question that provisions relating to the Sexual Offences Act number 3 of, I'll take it again, there's some correction. I propose the question that provisions relating to the Sexual Offences Act number 3 of 2006 be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 3913.
I propose the question that section 3913 be amended as proposed in the bill. There's no amendment of this one, honorable members, and I therefore put the question that sections 3913 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the Sexual Offences Act number 3 of 2006 be part of the bill. Will as many as of that opinion say aye? Will as many as of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Employment Act number 11 of 2007.
I propose the question that provisions relating to the Employment Act 2007, number 11 of 2007, be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 3.2.
I propose the question that section 3.2 be amended as proposed in the bill. There are no amendments on this one, honorable members, and therefore I put the question that section 3.2 be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I now put the question that provisions relating to the Employment Act 2007, number 11 of 2007, be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Veterinary Surgeons and Veterinary Paraprofessionals Act number 29 of 2011.
I propose the question that provisions relating to the Veterinary Surgeons and Veterinary Paraprofessionals Act 2011, number 29 of 2011, be amended as proposed in the bill.
Section 2.
Mover.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, we propose that we do not adopt the definition of annual premises license because the proposed amendment amends the term annual license to annual premises license, but does not amend the actual definition. Section 26 of the Act provides for registration of veterinary surgeons and not premises. So veterinary surgeons act as they are the ones who are licensed, it's not the premises. So we adopt the definition of our premises, it means it's that facility that we are licensing. And these surgeons are in different categories. We have the veterinary surgeons themselves, the certificate of registration of the veterinary surgeons. They have, the Act provides for registration of the following. One of them is the surgeons themselves. Secondly is the certificate of registration of the surgeons. Then an application for registration as a veterinary surgeon or paraprofessional. And then there are the certificate holders as veterinary paraprofessionals. So it's different categories. Then there is also the notification of particulars in the register. The license is also to practice as a veterinary surgeon. There's another license. And the other license is the license to practice as a veterinary surgeon by a veterinary paraprofessional. So we have veterinarians themselves registered and the paraprofessionals who are not surgeons as it were. So we cannot talk about a premises.
Very well. I propose the question that section 2 be amended as proposed by the mover. I don't know if this will attract some debate. In the event there's no debate, I put the question that section 2 be amended as section 2 be amended as proposed by the mover. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 2.1, Section 6.2a, and Section 2n.
Honorable members, I propose the question that sections 2.1, section 6.2a, and section 6.2n be amended as proposed in the bill. Honorable members, there are no amendments on this one, and therefore I put the question that sections 2.1, 6.2a, and 6.2n be amended as proposed in the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Aye. Will as many of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Section 16.5.
Honorable members, I propose, before I propose the question, the amendments on this one, so the mover. Chairperson, Agriculture and Livestock.
Chair, section 2.2, or maybe you're not there. I don't know that you passed.
Section 16.5.
Section 16.5.
You are proposing a deletion.
We are proposing that we do not take the amendment for the following reasons. The amendment presupposes that the proposed amendment is that if the board is satisfied with the applicant, let me just say the reasons. The registrar is subjected to the directive of the board. So the Act provides for the board to direct the registrar to effect registration and issue certificate of temporary registration. The Act itself, that is further, puts emphasis on the provision of Section 26 on registration.
Proceed.
So the amendment seeks to do away with the directive of the board to the registrar and omits the emphasis on the requirements of Section 26. So if we adopt the amendment, we shall basically do away with the directive of the board and the emphasis that Section 26 puts on this act. And I've seen Section 26 basically emphasizes the provisions of on registration.
Very well. I propose the question that Section 16.5 as proposed, be amended as proposed by the mover. Maybe this should attract some debate. In the event there's no debate,